It's my feel-good breakfast show.
This morning, we chat to medical doctor and Miss South Africa 2018, Tamaryn Green. Being in the front line of the COVID-19 battle, she has actively been involved, offering her medical expertise as well as supporting local charity organization. Welcome to the show, Tamaryn.
Good morning. It's good to see you guys up and running.
It's so exciting to have you, a medical doctor and Miss South Africa 2018, on our show. Are you at work or are you at home at this time?
No, I'm at home at the moment. I was on call yesterday, so today is like post-call, so I get to be at home. But I'm going to be sleeping, probably.
Thank you for using this time to actually chat to us. Just very briefly, how hectic are the hospitals currently?
I can only speak for my hospital. Currently, it's not chaotic. It's quite calm. Everyone just knows what's happening. They know the protocol. They know what needs to take place. We have designated wards for anyone we suspect of COVID. So actually, the atmosphere is quite calm and everyone's working well together.
That's very good. It means that we are doing well as the public. But you've also urged, us to stay safe, stay home, practice personal hygiene. How has the lockdown impacted you personally, and how are you coping with it?
I think like my daily routine had to change. So every day I go to the hospital, I wear scrubs. I no longer wear my own clothing. This is kind of just to prevent any exposure, bringing germs home, bringing COVID home, etc. When I get to the hospital, we all get screened every day. They check your temperature, have you had any flu symptoms? Then, your every day in hospital, hygiene has always been a thing. But now it's like on steroids. There's alcohol like between every patient, like to wash your hands with. When you leave the hospital, when I come home, I make sure that I put my scrubs in a separate laundry bag. And then coming home, you basically just, you watch series, you keep busy with cooking.
Catch up with some sleep.
You can't go anywhere, so that's what my daily routine is now like.
Our daily routines have been completely shifted. We are kind of, establishing healthy habits now. Now, as a medical doctor, you've been giving most of your time to the well-being of South Africa through medical care. I mean, this must have tremendous physical and emotional strain, but how do you manage that? And what kind of advice do you have for other healthcare workers?
I think for me, the best thing for me to kind of deal with whatever happened at work, whether it was stressful, you lost a patient, you had a difficult patient, whether you had a good day, it's always good to speak to someone about it. So have your person, whether that is a parent, whether that is a partner, a best friend, that always helps me deal with like my stress. And then obviously doing things that make you happy. So whether it's exercising, cooking, playing with your dog, which I love. Like every time I play with my dog, I feel better. So that's my advice to healthcare workers. Like, there must be balance. It can't always be hospital. You can't carry what happened to you at work home.
You recently did a video online, a Q&A kind of session whereby the public could send in questions related to the COVID-19 pandemic. Why was there a need for this to happen, and how did you come up with the idea?
I kind of just felt like when you go on, your coronavirus websites, when press releases are circling, there's a lot of medical jargon. And I felt that sometimes people need to be informed about COVID-19 if you want to say layman's terms, like in a way that everyone can understand. And I mean, it's simple things like the word respiratory droplets, right?
Yes.
So what people need to understand is that it's spread through respiratory droplets, which means if someone coughs on you, then you can get it. But then what people mistake it for is they think that, okay, respiratory droplets, it must stick around in the air. And it doesn't do that. So it's not airborne. So it was just like, I felt like I could clear that up for a lot of people. And then also, what do people want to know? What questions are not being answered? And I also felt that I had a different population looking at me, with my history of Miss South Africa, you have a lot of pageant fans, you have different, you have young girls. I have a variety of people that I speak to, and not all of them have knowledge or access to medical terminology or medical information. So that's why I felt it's my responsibility to try to do that.
As Miss South Africa 2018, as a doctor, practicing doctor, what are your plans, Tamaryn?
Oh, that's such an interesting question because at the moment I'm just so caught up. Like I'm so dedicated to being a doctor right now. Um, you know when people say internship is crazy and it's busy and it's exhausting, trust me, it's true. So you
Imagine.
don't you don't really get time to work on other projects. So right now I'm focusing on just doing my 2 years of internship. I'm in my first year now, second year next year, then community service. The goal was always to specialize in pediatrics. That's definitely still on the table. And then there are a few other projects that I want to pull up. That's more on a charity-driven end, because that's where my heart's at as well.
Tamaryn Green, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I mean, good luck with all your future endeavors. I know that you're going to slay everything that you do.
Thank you very much for having me. Have a lovely day. Wishing you all the
too.
best.
Thank you so much. Now, Tamaryn is a true asset to all South Africans. She is inspiring, motivated, and represents our country as a formidable citizen. Her phenomenal accomplishments and proactive nature is definitely making a difference. She is just simply remarkable.